What's poppin', what's good to you guys? Welcome back to the channel. First off, I want to give a huge thanks to everybody who has helped me get to 100 plus subscribers in just a little bit over a month. So thank you guys so much. I honestly never imagined growing my channel this quickly, so I really appreciate you guys for that. And as a token of my gratitude, I have something special to announce to you guys at the end of the video, so make sure to watch this video all the way through, and I'll see you there. Anyways, it's currently about a fourth of the way into 2020, and if you're still thinking about buying a Tesla Model 3, I'm gonna give you a fair warning. This video just may convince you to finally pull the trigger, and also may convince you to smash the like button if you haven't already done so, so make sure to do that. Now that I think about it, a majority of the reasons given in this video applies to all Teslas, so if you're serious about buying a Tesla, make sure to check out my description box down below and use my referral link before you buy your car. This way you get 1,000 free supercharging miles with your purchase. Now for the moment we've been all waiting for, let's dive right into why you should buy a Tesla Model 3 in 2020. As we're walking towards my Tesla Model 3, you're probably wondering, how am I going to unlock the doors without pulling out a set of keys? Well, in a Tesla, all you really need is the Tesla app on your smartphone, and then you can just pull the door handles and it'll unlock automatically. In a Tesla, you do get two sets of keys, but they're in the form of a credit card. So you can easily put it into your wallet so that in case your phone ever dies, you can just pull it out, scan it next to the camera right here, and then it'll unlock your car. Speaking of the Tesla app, another reason why you should buy a Tesla Model 3 is because you can control the car's functionalities within your smartphone. As an example, I forgot to unplug my car when I left for Vegas this past New Year, so all I had to do was unlock the charge port from my smartphone, have my housemates take out the port, and there, it was all done. It's little things like this that make the car so amazing. So as you may have noticed when I entered my Tesla Model 3, the driver's seat is always preset at easy entry mode. It's pretty obvious what this functionality does. It allows you to enter the car easily. This is one of the coolest things in the car. You can create custom driver profiles so that depending on who's driving the Tesla at the time, you could just select those profiles and then it'll adjust to your settings. Watch what happens when you click on your driver profile. It changes to your driver profile. And then when you return home, make sure your car is in park, and then you take off the seatbelt. It returns to easy entry mode. It's honestly like magic. So I'm not sure if you saw on my phone earlier, but you have access to Sentry mode, and then if you look down here and click on the fan icon, you have access to dog mode and camp mode as well. Sentry mode alone is enough to persuade some people to buy a Tesla. It's basically like a surveillance system for when you're not by your car. You could set it to turn on every time you leave your car, or you can turn it off specifically when you park it in your garage at home. If and when somebody messes with your car, bumps into your car, or if they're just near your car, the car will flash and notify them that they're being recorded. It's definitely such an amazing feature, and it allows me to feel way more reassured every time I have to leave my car. If you're a pet owner or you plan on camping in your car, dog mode and camp mode are amazing features for you as well. Dog mode specifically keeps the air circulating in your Tesla Model 3 to whatever temperature that you set, so that every time you have to leave your pet in the car for whatever reason, you could set it so that it's not too hot or too cold for them. And camp mode pretty much does the same thing, but for humans. It keeps the air circulating, so if you need to sleep in your car, you could do so peacefully. The next reason why you should buy a Tesla Model 3 is for the regenerative braking. The most efficient way to drive any vehicle would be to accelerate to a constant speed that doesn't require any touch of a brake pedal. Regen braking uses the Tesla's electric motor as a generator to convert the kinetic energy lost while decelerating back into stored energy. So in simple terms, regen braking kicks in as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, and it automatically slows down your car for you. The second best part of this feature is that it allows your brake's life to last much longer because you don't have to manually brake as much to slow down. Basically, this feature slows down your car for you and saves you money. Now let me ask you a question. Do you want the most advanced driving technology in your car? If your answer was yes, then the Tesla Model 3 is perfect for you. When you order a Tesla Model 3, Autopilot is automatically included. So if you want to use it for your daily commutes, or if you just want to enjoy a nice drive along the coast, just turn it on and you can use it for free, and you can use it as much as you want. Autopilot enables your car to steer, accelerate, and brake automatically within its lane. Personally, I use Autopilot every single day, regardless of whether it's for my commute or if I'm just out grabbing some food. Plus, it's a really cool flex for your friends and family if they're ever in the car with you. Besides the fact that it's great driving technology, it's also a huge safety bonus. For more than a year now, Tesla has been releasing Autopilot numbers showing that Autopilot is actually safer than humans in average driving conditions. In fact, Tesla says that Autopilot is nearly 9 times safer than average driving, so if safety is a huge thing for you, then this Tesla Model 3 is the car for you. To this point, all I've been talking about were features of the Tesla Model 3, but there are some additional things that make your life easier when you buy a Tesla. Let's start off with the fact that this car requires no gasoline, none, nada, Zero. Instead, this car is similar to your smartphone in the sense that you could charge it at home, at work, in a public parking garage, at a hotel. I can go on and on. Because electricity is cheaper than gas, you're going to be saving a lot of money every single month. And in my personal situation, I spend about a fourth of what I used to spend in gas. So I used to spend about $200 per month. Now I'm only spending about $50 per month. Not to mention, I don't ever have a reason to visit a gas station again, so it saves me a lot of time as well. Another huge win is supercharging. I could drive all the way down to Los Angeles and back without spending a single dime out of my pocket. The reason for that is because I was able to rack up enough supercharging miles from my referrals so I can literally charge for free. As soon as you become a Tesla owner, you too can start referring people right away. And each time somebody orders and takes delivery of a Tesla with your referral code, both you and the person who ordered the car will both get 1,000 free supercharging miles. How cool is that? While we're on the topic of charging, as an EV owner, there are a ton of dedicated parking spots that you can park exclusively at. Like I mentioned just a second ago, places like your work or public parking garages will usually have dedicated EV parking spots or clean air vehicle spots that you can park exclusively at. So it's honestly super cool to have this exclusivity and also have a better parking spot. Now let's talk about maintenance. Because Teslas do not contain many of the components required in a traditional ICE vehicle, your Model 3 will actually save you a ton of money on maintenance every single year. Say goodbye to things like routine oil changes because you won't need them anymore. In fact, the only maintenance you'll really need in a Tesla Model 3 are things like tire rotations, alignments, brake fluid changes, wiper changes, as well as AC servicing. And most of these things are only needed once every 2 years or as needed. Also, because you're visiting the shop a lot less, it's more time back into your life. How awesome is that? Because honestly, no one likes taking their car to the shop. Let's be real. The last thing I want to highlight is the absolute stellar value retention of the Tesla Model 3. Recently, the Tesla Model 3 was ranked #1 on a new study that analyzed the value retention of vehicles on the market. Think about that for a second. The Tesla Model 3 is beating cars like the Ford Ranger, the Honda Civic, Honda Accord, and other cars like that out there. Now, there's one thing I really want to clarify with you guys. A ton of people end up commenting on forums on how their trade-in value is less than optimal, but there's a reason for that. The reason why many people think that their trade-in value is so low is because they often forget things like the state rebates that they were able to claim, the federal tax incentives, or even their electricity providers rebates that they offer. Due to all these savings prior to 2020, it makes sense on why their trade-in value is lower. It's because they were able to save so much more. Cars are notorious for being liabilities in the market, but if you want a car that could potentially be an asset in the future, the Tesla Model 3 is the perfect car for you. The Tesla Model 3 has been the best car I've ever owned in my life, and if you don't believe me, I challenge you to go test drive one and you'll know exactly why people love their Model 3s so much. I've owned my Tesla Model 3 for about 4 months now, and since then I've done things like a chrome delete on the outside, as well as wrapping the center console in carbon fiber, and I plan to customize the car even more in the future. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I would have something special for you guys, so let's go ahead and reveal what it is. Drum roll, please. It is one of 2 center console wrap kits by EV Armor. I don't know if you guys have already seen my previous videos, but I already have my center console wrapped in carbon fiber by EV Armor, so that's why I wanted to give away both of these kits to you guys. And I received it in the mail just a couple of days ago, and I have not opened it yet, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Yep. So yeah, I'll be picking 2 lucky winners, and one will each get one of these. Honestly, you guys, all of their wraps look amazing and are made from high quality materials. So I have the same carbon fiber black that I have on my center console, as well as the satin black. So to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is follow the instructions down in the description box below, and you have until March 31st to enter. Then I will be contacting the winners directly on Instagram. So good luck to you guys, and I look forward to randomly selecting the winners. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for the people who do not currently own a Tesla Model 3 yet, I hope this video has convinced you just a little bit more into potentially buying one in the near future. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for more. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.